guess just to start, I know yesterday you had mentioned that plans for Decky tomorrow were still in the works. Just curious if there's been any update on that front, and just kind of what are the expectations on that tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, we have a plan for tomorrow night, and we'll honor Decky and his family. And, I won't go into any detail, but, we want to celebrate his life and his accomplishments, and so we'll do so accordingly.
And then how'd everything go today? Just, with the time off, having a back-to-back coming up, just where do you think things are at conditioning-wise?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't played in a week now, so it's very rare, other than the All-Star break, to go through something like this in the NBA. So and now we have 3 games in 4 nights, so we will lean into our depth these next few games and play a lot of people and spread the minutes around.
What have you been kind of doing these last 2 days in practice? Is it a lot of scrimmaging to try and get just conditioning up? Is it more just drills?
Yeah, yesterday was a much heavier day. Today was lighter. I think I told you guys Sunday was kind of open gym, so the guys came in and played pickup ball so that they got some conditioning in without a formal practice setting. And today we did some half-court scrimmage, but I think I don't think it'll be an issue. I mean, I think our guys will settle into the game tomorrow, and they're in great shape, and they'll have their legs underneath them.
Yesterday also we got an update on Moses and Gary. Did they start their light on-court individual stuff yesterday and today? How they did?
Yeah, they didn't take part in any part of practice though, but they did individual stuff on the court.
Talk about the physical stuff, but emotionally too. Does it feel a little bit like you're getting back to a normal mental state after heavy practice yesterday? And going back to the last game you guys played, how has it been sort of jumping back into where you left off before this ordeal?
Yeah, I mean, everything is, still surreal to us. So we're coming in and practicing, but it doesn't feel normal at all. Decky's absence is, you feel his absence, and so practice is, it's competitive and upbeat, but at the same time, the awareness is constant. So it'll feel that way for a while.
Steve, when I watch Brandon play, the 2 words that jump out to me right away are gym rat. He's always making hustle plays. He's all over the place. He's now played more games than he did any season in college. Have you seen him hit any kind of rookie wall? Is that something you monitor closely? Do you have to adjust his minutes or anything like that? What's your kind of take on him at this point?
It seemed like a couple of weeks ago on our homestand, the last few games, he looked a little tired to me, and then we went out on the road, and he had the big game in Milwaukee when he went home, and he's a highly energetic player. As you said, Jim Rat loves the game, and he's a guy who understands the game and plays with a lot of energy and force. So it's been fun to watch him grow this year.
Steve, obviously there's a lot going on right now, but just from a basketball standpoint, now that you're entering kind of the halfway point of the season, is there anything you want to learn about this team still? Like, what specifically do you want to see from this team over the next couple of weeks?
I feel like everybody's been asking that question for 6 weeks now, Are we, at a crucial time, do we have an identity? Are we, where are we on that front? And the truth is we've been searching all season. That's why we are where we are, 4 games under 500. We have not found the identity. We haven't found rotations. We haven't found a starting lineup that we've been able to kind of hang our hats on. And so that search continues. You keep working. You keep plugging away every day, and with the expectation, especially with a group of players who have accomplished so much, that you're going to find it. You're going to find momentum. You're going to find whatever it is, rhythm. And so you keep working and you don't look back.
Has there been anyone on the staff assigned to work with Kavan, Dario, and Trace specifically going forward and doing film stuff before the game?
Yeah, we'll divide up those duties accordingly, and it's there's a lot of little details like that are going to be dealt with, but just difficult, for everyone. I mean, just pregame shooting. Dario's usually out there with Decky pregame, and just not having Decky out there, rebounding for him will be very difficult for Dario, and same with Loon and other guys. So it's all of that just seems strange.
Coach, where's with one game in a month and a half, obviously with what he's gone through, where is Draymond mentally and physically and I guess basketball shape at this point? Yeah,
he's in good spirits. He had a great practice today. He looks healthy. I think he's only had the one game under his belt now, so he needs more game action to really get to his level. But he's in a good place.
Steve, maybe in a way, do you feel that Dejan, his passing, unfortunately, will have this team kind of maybe develop an identity because you guys will look to his passing as an inspiration for you guys to play as a group? Yeah,
I mean, I don't know that it'll quite work that way. I mean, I think the guys will 100% rally and compete. It's but there, it's not Hollywood. It's there's not some magic story ahead where everything's going to turn out. This is so much bigger than winning a basketball game. This is losing a father, a husband, a colleague, and so our guys will want to honor Decky and his family, and they will undoubtedly compete and play hard. But the basketball stuff is more about can we defend better? Can we get each other better shots? All the basic stuff that none of that changes unless we change.
You've talked a bit in the past about just the pressure coaches have nowadays to win more than ever. Like immediately, were you surprised about the firing of Adrian Griffin in Milwaukee?
Yeah, I just heard the news. It's always surprising when you see someone get fired, especially with a record like that. I think they're 30-13 or something. But I've seen stuff. David Blatt got fired from Cleveland, whatever it was, 8 years ago. I think he had a similar record. This is a very difficult league for coaches and players. There's not much job security. I know Griff is really well respected around the league, and so hopefully he'll get another chance because he's got a great basketball background and foundation and the respect of his peers. But it's yet another reminder this is a pretty tough business.